Played very well. Here he is facing Zaid Khan.
He's full of beans, isn't he? Energy, and you saw that when he batted.
Couple of runs. It's going to race away. It's a new ball, and that's finding the cover boundary fence. It's 4. Sangakkara off the mark with the boundary.
And it's a nice start for him. He hasn't had a lot of good fortune this summer. When you come to the crease, you like a full-length ball, and you like to execute a shot just as he has, and it raced across this outfield.
Couple of runs coming here. Harbhajan Singh is the fielder. And they're going back for 3. They'll have to go. Well, a flatter throw might have called for the third umpire, but that's a good over from Zaid Khan. Runs coming from it, but the all-important wicket of the Sri Lankan captain. It's 18 for 1. Oh, it's a great shot. Sangakkara with a lovely flowing drive. The boundaries are coming. Surya may be out of the equation, but these two have taken up the mantle. It's 35 for 1, and we're in the 4th over.
The balls are there to hit at the moment. The bowling's either too full or too short. There's been no risks having to be taken at this stage. These are just orthodox shots. The ball's there to hit. They're piercing the gap, so it's a good start.
There's a bit of contempt in that shot. Sangakkara says, go and chase it, go and fetch it.
I'm sure when that ball went in the air a couple of deliveries ago, he thought he'd be walking back to the pavilion. He gets a slight let off, and he's out there to play these sort of shots. Very good pull shot.
That's the lofted route from Sangakkara. He really is in the groove.
Well, aggression coming from Sangakkara. He came down the track. There's always a little bit of premeditation when you come down, and the ball was exactly where he wanted it to. He sliced it over point. It's only a couple of bounces into the fence, but good aggression.
Lovely stroke. And that is racing away as well. Sangakkara is taking these 2 left-arm Indian bowlers to the cleaners. It's 49 for 1, and we're still in the 6th over.
As we see often in the start, or at certain periods of the one-day game, fine leg comes up, which allows the man to go to backward square. There's no room for error. You haven't got a fine leg, and as soon as it was past the man up close, there was no stopping it. It's nicely played. Kept his balance and just rolled with it.
Round the wicket now for Zaid Khan. Doesn't make any difference. He can bowl round the wicket, over the wicket, under the wicket. Sangakkara is making merry here. It's 50 up now for Sri Lanka in the 6th over. Sangakkara on 30.
Well, what a way to bring up the 50 for Sri Lanka. Stand and deliver. He just rolls, and he's timed it superbly. He's in great touch today.
That is a sensational shot. Oh, that's a big shot from Sangakkara. He has come down the wicket and treated the ball like it were a little tennis ball competition in the backyard. Oh, that says it all, doesn't it? Where did that come from, he's saying. This is where it did.
No, that's a fantastic shot. I mean, it wasn't when he came down the pitch, he didn't get to the pitch of the ball then. He comes chassaying down the pitch and he's still a long way away from the ball. What's happened to him? After he got that 70, he's batting beautifully. He's been batting rubbish until he got that 70, hasn't he? He's had a terrible series.
I think he's got the right number and he's got the right situation here. He doesn't need to defend, he doesn't need to think too much about his game. He's just got to go on and get on with it. Sometimes it helps. That is a towering shot. It's a giant of a shot.
Be careful, his mum's listening. If you're saying that he doesn't think. No, I know what you mean, Hashi. Sometimes if you haven't got to think too much, but you play with your instincts, sometimes all your good ability comes out. I mean, that's a beautifully played shot. Oh yes. Instead of just wildly slogging, no, he's thinking about where he's placing the ball. I mean, that's almost like a left-handed Sachin Tendulkar. That would have been the right-hander playing Tendulkar, you would have said we've just seen two fantastic shots.
Such a speed with which it goes to the boundary. We talk a lot about Jayasurya's style. He carves the ball and hits the boundary very quickly. But there is no more than 5 to 6 yards from the man on the boundary. Not even in the frame. There he comes in now. There he goes, down the track, one bounce, 4. Charging down, he came so far down, Yuanan might have been in trouble. 50 to Sangakkara. Tremendous innings, really top-class innings.
Well, this is the Sangakkara we all know plays well like this in other parts of the world, but he hasn't done that before in England. 50 off 33 balls. You've got to change the pace, I believe. He's now smacking the youngster. He's got used to his pace. We need somebody with a bit slower, a bit different pace. Make the batsman hit with no pace.
One more. This is getting to be a bit of a no contest here. Such a simple, genial looking man. And he's carving the bowling around the ground mercilessly. Yes, and what they're doing well. What they're doing well here is they're backing him. They're going and talking to him. They're saying, don't worry, ride the storm. And it's quite a storm this. 9 balls produced 22 runs for Yuanan. Yes, it was in the slot. Just gently delivered. He bowls gentle outswingers, does Ganguly. And in the slot for Sangakkara. Didn't even have to take a chance.
It's too full in length, was that. You see the replay of that. It's not just the pace, it's the length. It's so full. Can't miss it. Not in the form, is it? You've got to make him take chances, not bowl what I call easy hittable ball. I'm not saying he still won't hit you, but you've got to make him take a risk factor. He's playing so well, striking it so well.
That's gone through. 2 fielders in the deep and long on in the square leg, but he is just digging in. He's like a little kid at a party, isn't he? There's lots of goodies around, take what you want, and he's not holding back. He's just going on and on at it. He's got a fine fan as well.
Attempted little leg spinner, but it was so obvious. Came out of the back of the hand halfway down the pitch, and he's able to set himself and whop it.
There we are. He's done the trick. The Sardar from Jalandhar has struck gold for the Indians. That's what the Indians wanted. Second ball of his spell. He's got the wicket. The Indians are delighted. This is what they wanted. Kumar Sangakkara was the man who was in form. He was in the form of his life. Rahul Dravid stumps him. Stumped by a mile.
Magnificent innings comes to an end. Kumar Sangakkara goes for 66 of just 47 deliveries, 11 fours, 1 6, and Sri Lanka are 96 for 2 in the 13th over.